fucking, those guys back then, talk about some men.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I was reading about, the Iron Brigade, the Iron Irish Brigade, and just what they did during the first day. And, I mean, the Confederates, they had a company of Confederates and the Iron Brigade, and they were 160 feet away from each other, and they were just shooting so much that there was so much fog. The Union soldiers rushed them, point blank range, getting shot, got them to rout, and the general that was leading the men, was like, I surrender. Let me go get my men and I'll bring them back. And he went and got all of his men and brought them back, and they surrendered. It's like, how fucking honorable was that you ran off, grabbed all your men, and were like, hey, we're surrendered. We're done. Like, that's some balls.
Yeah. Was that on the federal side or the Confederate side?
The Confederates lost against the Iron Brigade. But goddamn, I mean, it was just in-flight fire.
Okay, now here's a thought is... you go back in the Wayback Machine and you see like these pictures of the iron workers in these big cities, and these motherfuckers are standing up 90 floors above the ground with no support, no rope on,
no OSHA,
and that's probably the problem, right?
But no warning labels.
But I think it was...
there weren't as many idiots back then.
Probably not.
They all died off. That's why.
But I think that to me is like, to see those guys do that kind of thing, I'm always in awe. And I ask myself, could I do that? And I'm like,
did you see the recreation of the steel beam in New York? They did a recreation or a photo shoot, and they had the same Union that was on that iron beam take a modern day photo, and holy shit, they were fat. I mean, you're just looking at them going, I mean, these guys are way overweight from what they were, back 60 in the 20s. Years ago.
Why is that beam bowing?
Yeah, I mean,
that guy's slipping off the edge.
Yeah, I mean, all those guys back then were just, cut. They were muscular because there was no elevators. You climbed steel 90 floors to get to the top to work.
By the time you get to work, you work for an hour and you go back down.
I'm going back down for lunch.
Yep.
Well, it's just like the wars though too. I mean, these guys that to get everywhere they went, they fucking marched. There wasn't Humvees, there wasn't helicopters, and when they got hit by something, there really wasn't shit for anesthetic to numb anything.
They just cut it off. And
it's like, you know what? You lost a toe. We're going to take it from the knee down.
Yeah.
And bite onto this.
Well, it's
and
like
it's your legs starting to smell south of cheese.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's like, when Washington led his troops across the Potomac River.
Oh, for the Haitians?
And no, the revolution.
Well, yeah, they were going after that Haitian, the Hessian camp.
Yeah, yeah, the Hessians. Yeah,
on Christmas Eve. Yeah,
the Haitians. I didn't know.
Sorry, I didn't know the Haitians. I didn't mean to say Haitians.
Okay, I'm missing there must be some time gap.
I'm sorry.
But those guys were freezing to death. They were short on food and everything else, but they still fought on. And that's awesome.
What's that rattling in your boot? Just my toes.
I'll pick them up later. Well, and that's,
I don't need
Have
them.
you guys seen the video of the guy that goes into, I don't know if it's a vape shop or CBD oil shop or all of them, whatever, but this bearded bitch is what I'll call him. It just starts throwing a shit fit because this guy is wearing I think it's a Make America Great Again hat. And the dude is just literally going ape shit and screaming like a little girl.
Over the fucking hat?
Over the hat. And it's just
But yet they can dress up faggoty and, flamboyant as they want.
Skinny
jeans. But we can't say anything.
Exactly.
But you wear one piece of article of clothing, and now all of a sudden you're the problem.
Well, I'm trying to remember.
Well, God dang, when I wear my X-Men shirt, people just wouldn't leave me alone.
Because nerd.
It's probably the yoga pants.
When I finally found that Quantum Leap sweater.
Sweater.
James, X marks the spot.
But it was on the front.
Were you?
Oh.
Did you have it tied around your waist?
No.
On your butt? Yeah.
No. No.
I saw somewhere just in the last day or two something else that somebody was offended by, and I just can't help but think it's where is that drawing? Where is that point? What is that line that people are going to realize that this is pretty fucking stupid? Why are we offended by this? Or when is it going? I'm just waiting until we get invaded by some other country that doesn't have the offended bullshit.
It's going to erupt into some sort of feelings war.
sarcastable.
We're way past a race war. This is about multiple gender hurt feelings war is what it's going to be. So
it's like watching those protests that they have where Antifa shows up and they're all wearing their skinny jeans and all that shit, like trying to beat up, and all of a sudden you see these like veterans that come out of nowhere. They're just like, and they just poof. It's like,
don't burn my flag.
Yeah, it's like, what do you expect? It's like, do you really think that you're gonna win that one?
Hey, guess what? It's your right to burn it. It's my right to beat your ass for burning it.
Exactly. Well, I tell you what, let's take a break. I think that would be
Do we have
Who's
to?
got Kit Kats? I want a Kit Kat.
Oh, Kit Kat, you mother. What?
You keep promising.
I know.
We'll return soon, folks.
Yes, we'll be back. Thank you.
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Adios.